Welcome, everybody, to the Vanguard K9 live stream show. What your dog mean to you? I can tell you what mine mean to me. I love Vanguardian dogs. I hope y'all come in today and with all the questions, we're going to talk about dogs. I want everybody to join in. We're going to do live call-ins. 904-450-3339. I'm Grandmaster Von Muff, the world's greatest puppy imprinter with some of the world's greatest working puppies, and of course you, the world's greatest working friends. We're going to talk about what your dog means to you today, and I can tell you what my dog means to me. My dog means the world. I was talking on a show just yesterday to a lot of the viewers, and I was saying that a lot of us do have PTSD. You know, it's not just these military officers or these police officers that's out here putting their lives on the line. That's just about anybody that's had some kind of dramatic stress encounter. What's up from UK? We got Craig Green. We got Chief in the house. What that is, Chief Hamza, Brian Carter, Magnolia K9, my boy, what's up? You know, hey, When I see Magnolia, I turn hood. Y'all know that. Magnolia! I start thinking about Master P, baby. Lil Wayne, Juvenile, BG. I start thinking about Magnolia, but we talking about Magnolia in Jacksonville, Florida. Magnolia Gardens, Carnation, K9 Kennels. So, if you or a person that's here today and you don't have a dog and you're thinking about getting a dog, I can understand. A dog is like not only a best friend or a child, you know, that companion is like the way of life. I'm so connected with dogs, it's just unbelievable. And it's fair to say, you know, it's insulting to some people and that don't understand it. But hey, I love dogs more than I love people. I spend most of my time with my dog riding around in the car. I'm walking in the woods. Dogs are soulful to the spirit, to the soul. When you're stressful or when you're stressed out, going through some kind of depression, people will turn their back on you. And when these people turn their back on you, all you have is the dog. And you know, the realest thing I can tell you is that a dog is spiritual, soulful to the soul. And if you own a dog, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can see how these animals uplift people when they bring them, these therapy dogs, into the hospital. And these people seem to do better. Their stress levels go down. Some people have high blood pressure and their pressure goes down because music is just like what, you know, it does the same thing, you know, like jazz music. I don't always listen to the music that the younger generation listen to. And of course, yeah, I love rap growing up, or rap artists. But I don't want to hear that at this age. When I ride down the street, I'm listening to jazz. ATU radio on Pandora, you know. Her. I'm listening to all that soulful music that has that beautiful sound in jazz, you know, Boney James. So the same way that the music calms me down, the dogs do the same thing. And you'll find out if you hadn't learned what that connection is with animals. The next time you feel like you're going through something, you're upset, you're angry, or you're sad, depressed, you're just going through something in life, or you're just having a feeling good about yourself, you know, because you don't have to be down to to say that a dog does something for your spirit, just feeling good, just any kind of moment. But I know for those people that are in stressful moments, because you can land yourself to having a stroke or a heart attack or going through anxiety, just having that dog to rub its head and rubbing his back, that connection, that feeling, that physical, it does something to you. And that's when these animals play a big part, an intricate part of our lives. I go out in the woods. Sometimes I'm having a hard time trying to, just do just like the rest of you guys, trying to pay bills. Some people don't need much to maintain and survive. Well, a lot of people are in the medium, and then there's people way up here. So, regardless, we're all on the same ship, and the ship can sink at any given time, no matter what the dollar mark is. And when you have these dogs and go walking in the woods like I do for 4 or 5 miles, by the time we come out of the woods, I done forgot all about all of that. Roderick Marsh. Okay, we got somebody calling in. We got Roderick Marsh calling in. We're gonna hook Roderick Marsh on here. Roderick Marsh, how you doing? Welcome to the show. What's going on, Roderick? Wait, let's see. Can we get you there? Say it again. Wait a minute, what I'm saying, it must be a delay. Let's see. Can we get it? We have a little technical difficulty, so I want y'all to bear with us. There you go. I think I hear you now. Go again.
You get me?
Yes, sir. I can. How you doing today, my brother?
Good. Same old same.
Tell us your story
I just
about the
called it.
dog.
I just called to show some love. I had my dog for like 2 years.
Yeah.
She a good dog. Protective of the family. She play with the family. I ain't do a lot of training, but she still got the genes and stuff. So,
Tell us what your dog does for you spiritually and soulfully.
uh, you know, made me feel a little good. See my family playing with the dog and everything.
Right. I was telling these guys out here on my live, because we're on a live right now. I don't know if you know that, but I was telling guys
Yeah,
that.
I'm chief on your live.
Okay, Chief. Oh, okay. I know it is, man. I'm telling these guys, people don't know how after a long day of hard work or situations in life, how it feels to have a dog. Like, for instance, I give you a scenario. Like, we have working dogs, you and I, because you have a dog from,
Hmm.
from from one of my bloodlines, and those dogs, I bred them to work, like to work like this demons. They don't give up. They love it. The more you do it, the more they're locked into that prey, that play game. And to just go out there to like a river and throw one of those little tugs or one of those floating, what they call them, dumbbell. What they call those things? Those little orange things I have all the time. My mind go out sometimes. They little
Not
floating.
a tug toy or anything.
No, the little floating little things they throw out into the water. They're orange. I got a bunch of them around here. I forgot what the.
A buoy?
It's kind of like a buoy. I don't know what the correct name is, but let's just say the little buoy tug. And
Uh,
I throw those out in the water, and just to see the dog do that, they don't give up and keep going. And, sometimes you get a little scared and say, "I hope it's not an alligator out here," because I'm in Florida. You know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I hope it ain't an
yeah.
alligator out here. This will be his last. How long am I? Like, am I gonna have to train one all over again? And that's a hard task. People think that if you have a dog that's a year old, right, and
Uh,
and say your dog, after you done trained your dog and got your dog acclimated to the things you like, your house, whole needs, your daughter done put her time into it, your wife, that dog die or get hit by a car. Do you know how far that done set you back? When you got to start all over training again with a dog that has nothing in its psyche,
huh.
man, that is like, that's a job. When you see these guys that train their dog 3 or 4 years, and
Yeah.
you want to come along and think they supposed to just sell it to you for $1,000 or whatever or less, man, that's a lot of work. Because you,
That's an insult.
yeah, it is. Because hey, this thing. the last dog might have learned how to sit from or stop 2,000 yards away or 3 blocks down and stay there. Then the next dog you train, it took him 4 months. One day it clicked in his mind what you want of him before he or she does it. You know what I'm saying? Then you saying with a new dog, you don't know when this dog gonna get it. He might do the sit better or he might track better, but he doesn't do this or that
Mm-hmm.
because they ain't the same. So
Yeah,
that
they got their own personality.
right. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of time put into them dogs. And but I'm saying to train a dog, it's almost like it's a spiritual connection for yourself. You know, has nothing to do with any ideology. It has nothing to do with calling a denomination. It's soulful spiritual. It's a spiritual soul feeling that you get when you get out here and you train your dog every day and the dog does what you want it to do, or you throwing the ball and the dog keep chasing the ball. I got a friend on Magnolia. It almost depressed me the other day. I was at his house. Now he has Dutch Belgian Malinois and some Dutch Shepherds from the first
Mm-hmm.
bloodline of the first dogs I first started with, but he has also a American Pit Bull Terrier. And I'm seeing his.
Yeah.
I got some American Pit Bull Terriers too, but I don't always show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. People don't know that I've been in them for my whole life. But when I see his little puppy he go across. He take it across to the Navy Yard now. You know he want me to see. So he want to show out. Now. He done took the dog halfway there in the middle of the Navy Yard next door and let the dog go. And he run over to his house and run up the tree and grab the little the tug toy from up the tree. I said, "Oh my lord, look at this
Uh-huh.
little 4 5 month old puppy hanging in." Man, I almost got sick thinking about my dogs I used to have a long time ago. He gonna go pull that out, talking about, "Oh, what you mean? You know what you doing when you do that? You show you wanted me to see that."
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So these dogs, but that probably that's what he like. That's his training or what makes him love his dogs, and that's soulful for him to see. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But and that was something that connected with me because I used to do that with my puppies when I was growing up, and I don't do
Yeah,
it
same
now.
here.
Yeah, and I don't do it now. So, I'm like, dang, why I ain't doing that? Well, my puppy ain't running up no tree grabbing no tug toy. Hey, I'm like, hey, he probably ain't gonna no hide in my chest or my head, but I'm saying to myself, my mind done made something. Like, he done ran way up to the top of the tree. I'm looking way up in the sky. It looked like it the way he came so fast or went so fast up that tree. I thought that dog went to the top by at least 100 feet up in the sky. Yeah, it was funny, man. You should have seen it. Yeah, the way he pulled his dog.
Yeah, bro.
Magnolia, if you on here, man, we gonna give you some kudos today for that. You are Superman. Hey, Magnolia Kennels. Man, you had your dog looking like Superman the other day when I went over there, man. We give you kudos over that. You made the old Grandmaster depressed for a couple hours. Yeah, man. But how your dog? How your dog originally? What two dogs are your dogs off of from our bloodline?
Kodak and Anchor.
Tell me how the dog is to you. What kind of dog it really is to you?
She a good dog, man. She real obedient in regards to like, she listen to what people tell her to do most of the time. She submit to you, but at the same time, she got a lot of aggression with her. Like when my friends see her, they like her a lot. And he got a Malinois, KMPV Malinois. And he said he love that dog. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
tried, I tried to breed her up here, but I was unsuccessful.
Mm-hmm. Man, so you tried to breed the dog and you didn't get any pups?
Nah, I ain't get any. It was the first time. So I don't know what I might have did wrong, but
Well, I'm gonna give you the secret to breeding. The days of breeding. It was taught to me to talk that was taught to me by the old great Grandmaster Vernon V. Mac McClendon. Vernon McClendon is one of the guys that introduced American Pit Bull Terriers to just about every man of color back in
Mm-hmm.
the 70s or 60s. You know, right when before I was born in 71. This guy knew everything about animal health care, etc., dog laws. This man was like a guru when it came to dogs, training, etc., bloodlines, breeding, just anything. German Shepherds, Dobermans, Rottweilers, uh, Bull Terriers, game bred dogs. He just was in everything. Um, when dogs first come in heat, the first day you see blood,
Mm-hmm.
you count to the 12th day. The 12th day, you skip a day for the 14th
Mm-hmm.
day, the 14th day, and the 16th day. You breed,
Okay.
if you want to breed the dog, I like to do three sticks 12, 14, 16. But if you breed that
Okay.
dog, it don't have to be three breedings, but just get stuck one time between
Mm-hmm.
those days. I don't care what you do. If the sooner hit her, if the rat hit her, if the cat down the street hit her, you gonna have something coming between them
Okay.
days.
Okay.
Yeah, so even if you breed her, you don't want nothing else getting to you. You know, when them girl dogs in heat, look, this just sad to say, man. Well, no, I'm just it ain't sad, it's just the truth. The female species is different of all around the board. When they come in heat, season, period, whatever. You still there? Uh-oh, the call dropped. When that species come in heat, on those days, that new egg come out, you're gonna be in trouble because they're gonna look for uh something to breed to. Girl dogs will break out of the cage, break out the house, run off, won't come back, and you'll say, "Oh, my dog trained or whatever." If it ain't trained, you're gonna find out because they're gonna disappear on you and come back pregnant from one of them dogs down the street. Chicks will do the same thing. So just know that when that dog is in heat, you want to make sure that from that 12th day, and I'll say to making sure she all the way out another week or so, but at least from 12 past 18 doing 19, 20, you don't want nothing getting near your dog. You don't want to leave it outside on the chain. You don't want to go in the house 1 minute, 30 seconds. You don't want to do none of that. But if you want success for having puppies, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to make sure. Yeah, I know your call drop. So, yep. What your dog mean to you? Anybody want to talk about what their dog mean to them? You can pick up the phone and call me. We're gonna do this live today at 904-450-3339. We're talking about what your dog soulfully means to you. I don't care if it's a rat terrier, applehead chihuahua. You know, y'all got them names for them. Applehead chihuahua, miniature pincher, Doberman, Rottweiler, Cane and Corso, Ferro Magero, Bulldog, Bull Terriers, anything, Argentine, Dogo, whatever dog you got. You got your a Belgian Malinois, a Dutch Shepherd, German Shepherd. You love your dog. What your dog mean to you? Does your dog mean the world to you? What does that dog do for you? You're in dogs for a reason. You love your dogs for a reason, and you don't even know why. But it's something it does for you spiritually. So I'm sitting here thinking about, going walking in the woods today. And, for me, it's kind of a hard decision to make because, like some of you, I have more than one dog. And I have to ask myself, is it fair, to make the choice to take this dog all the time? Sometimes I want to see how this dog act in the woods when it has these encounters, different encounters and training. Because that's how you learn your dog is by going out in the real world and seeing how that dog responds when it get in certain situations. And at that point, as a dog trainer, you want to try to correct the dog and shape the behavior, the desired behavior that you're looking for. So, you know, it's not fair when you have a whole bunch of dogs and you're always with one, but we just find that one that we want to train and we try to put all that time into it. But I feel bad sometimes when I have more than one dog and I just can't take all of them. And you be like, hey man, this dog right here. I tried to walk two dogs the other night. My German Shepherd with my Dutch Shepherd Kodak. And I'm like, this German Shepherd is a real headache. I mean, it was about 30 minutes to an hour before this dog finally got that, hey, you can't run off and do what you want to do. You got to walk on my side like all of us walking in a pack. She just was kind of high strung. And, I let her loose a little while, let Kodak run off with her so she can wear herself down. Because sometimes, in order for you to get control of these dogs, you got to let them burn off that energy. And when they burn off that energy, you sometimes can get their mind right because they're not so high strung, and you can bring them, get them to settle down and get them to focus. Because it's unlike when you first take them out the cage, you don't have them locked up 3 or 4 days, a week or 2 weeks, who knows. And when they come out, they're not ready to be focused. But I practice that with Kodak, being focused when you come out of the cage, and that's the reason why that dog is so obedient, because I just don't allow him to do anything, no matter how much energy he has. And then we'll walk a few steps, and then I'll let him free, and that's how he's able to, you know, get his reward. We walk about 500 feet, then I let him free, uh, and then I call him back to my side, and then you know we walk for a little while. Then I let him free. So he looks at being free as a reward. Is what I'm telling you. I use that as a reward, being free. So that self control is what you want to try to teach your dogs, um, at all times, so that you'll be able to control your dog. Let me see. I want to see, can I get one of these dog guys on the phone? These dog guys, most of the time they tied up. Let's see, can we get the famous dog trainer in Mississippi? See, can we get him on the line? I just called in. The famous horse breeder didn't answer the phone. Let's see one more time. One more time. Hold on. I'm trying to get the famous horse breeder on the line. With the famous Lamar on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, we got
Hello, hello.
We got Lamar Young on the line, calling all the way from Jacksonville. to Texas with one of the best dog trainers I know out there in Texas, who impressed me and showed me up when I thought that this man looked like he can't train no dog. That's when I learned to stop stereotyping people. When you look at somebody and you think somebody don't know nothing, and you look at them and you try to give them face value. You like, what does he look? What does a dog trainer or somebody with knowledge look like at the end of the day? Really, that's when we got to learn to stop stereotyping people's the size of people's knowledge based upon their ethnicity or gender or etc. Because this guy here, if you saw him on a video, and he don't even like to be on video, that's the craziest part. If you saw this guy on video, you would swear you was watching me. I'm gonna give this man some kudos. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome the world famous Lamar Young. How you doing, Lamar?
What's going on, man?
Man, we're on the live, and I was talking about what your dog mean to you and how it is, how soulfully it is to train a dog and spend time with your dog and how your dog make you feel. And being with a good dog and a dog that's a good working, responsive dog. I figure you could tell the people about how a dog make you feel and your reason for getting a dog. Because other brothers have the same stories to share with the world,
Yeah. Ulysses, you're breaking up a little bit. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, just a tad bit. Every other word I keep hearing from you, it's kind of fading out. I think I got all my bars on my phone. I don't know.
Tell the world what it feels, what it's like to have a dog, what it feels like to have a dog that works, and what your dog mean to you.
You said, I can't hear you. You said what it's like to have a dog, like
what your dog mean to you. What your dog mean to you?
Oh man, my dog mean everything to me. Oh yeah, my dog mean everything to me. Security, protection, everything. The dog means everything. Friend. Yeah, he shit. That dog more of a friend than anybody out here that I know. And besides my brother,
that's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said.
He got my back more than anybody I've ever known. He loved me. He loved me more than anybody out there, you know what I'm saying, that I know.
That's deep. That's deep what you just said. Say that again.
Yeah, hey, he loved me more than anybody I know. Shoot, hey, if anybody else mad at me, he ain't never mad at me. He always willing to.
Truth.
He always willing to go somewhere with me. Always willing to spend time with me, and he cry. He the only person I know that'll cry when I ain't spend no time with him. He'll cry and let me know, like, hey man, you need to come on over here and spend some time. He demands and cries for your attention.
Mm. That kind of dog will kill somebody for you, and people don't know that.
Oh yeah. He ain't gonna play no games with nobody. Yeah, he real protective of me. He real protective. If I go walking anywhere, man, he ain't gonna. Yeah, you just ain't gonna be anybody that's gonna walk up. He gonna be alert. He gonna let you know. Like that civil aggression that you showing them dogs. Hey, that civil aggression, man. That civil aggression is a mug, man. You talk about a lot of civil aggression.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's silver. He watches. He watches everything.
Mm-hmm.
If they got a leaf blow off the tree, he watches.
I heard that. So tell us this right here. When you go walking in the woods with your dog, and
oh yeah.
Is there times where you're depressed as this is with life sometimes, and the dog does something for you?
Oh yeah, always, man. Always, man. You know, when I'm depressed or something, you know, or I had a bad day, or had a certain issue that's going on, man. It's like he make me smile. You know, it's like he make me smile at certain points, man. Because I got certain issues in certain areas, man. He helped me out with, you know, you know,
Right.
it's like he knows to make me smile about something.
I can understand that. Like BJ Bumblebee said, her German Shepherd is super high energy, and she have to exercise him every day before his training. And she says she's 66 years old, and people mouth just drop when she sees her German Shepherd do obedience. I think that's those words can describe how I felt when I saw you do obedience training with your dog. My mouth dropped wide open. I was like, that's just crazy because I have to bring that back up, man. I actually looked at you and stereotyped you for not being able to train or control any dog. And then when I turned back and watched you, I thought I was watching myself.
Yeah, because all the videos that you ever had, man, if you read between the lines, man, you can't just watch them videos. It's like you giving everything, you giving all the game through videos, but you have to listen to it. You have to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Some people just listen to the video and see you doing certain stuff and be like, man, how did he come up with that? You have to watch the video, rewind it, and catch the words that you catch, because the words that you be speaking, you be unique, and it's only for certain people. Because if you don't catch it, you have to just catch it. Like sometimes you say, like back in the day, when you had a video, you say training the dog is like raising a kid in the common sense approach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If a kid keeps sticking his hands in the wall socket, you're gonna pop him. It's really like training the kid.
Right.
In so many ways. You have to teach the language. Yeah, you have to teach the language. It's like a baby. He's born without knowing what to do. But as that baby get older and we get into grown people, as life passes by, you know what I'm saying? The same way with a dog. You got to teach the dog what you want the dog to know.
Right.
In your own way. You know what I'm saying? It's like you say, you train your dog the way you want to train him. It ain't no certain way to train a dog. If it takes a ball to manipulate a dog, or it takes snacks to manipulate a dog, then that's what you work with.
Right.
But all the videos that I watch, man, you have to read between the lines on, because you give everything on the table that's there. That's how I learned how to do mine, is when you was training Kodak. I watched the things you did with Kodak, and I manipulated all the things that you did with Kodak.
Right. So, what would be the first dog you ever trained? Because if I saw you somewhere right now today out in the field working your dog, I would say to myself, this guy's been training all his life, spiritually, soulfully. He's a professional dog trainer.
Yeah, I get police officers that stop me. I get police officers that stop me. Like if I'm walking my dog or whatever, and I see a police officer came up on me one day, and I made him. I had made him lay down. He was watching him the whole time, and the officer was like, man, he said, man, that dog obeys more than my dog I got in the damn truck. He said, man, what? He started asking me for it. Man, what are you doing?
Right. Yeah, your dog is very good, man. I watch you, man. You're very good. You're very good at understanding how to read the dog and shape the behaviors, because it's about reading the dog and understanding the dog and connecting with the dog. And
you gotta learn.
That's
you
right.
gotta learn it. That's like a friend. That's like a friend. You meet a friend in the world. You learn after a while, like whether he's good for you or whether he ain't good for you.
Right.
But see, what with a dog, he always gonna be good for you. You just have to realize what he, what get him going, what
right.
What kind of a dog he is. What get him going, what he don't like, what he happy with.
Right. You saying the right thing. You saying it right. It's about doing like these scientists do to us. Study the animal. You got to sit in the backyard, or on the porch and let the dog loose or have him tied up and watch him and present certain items and toys and things and figure out what he like, don't like, and what gets him going, what make him bark, what makes him more excited than the other, what he's afraid of, and you're gonna fix these things and enhance these things. And what you're saying is you're trying to understand your partner, just to get him to do those
Yeah.
things. It's a relationship.
Yeah.
It's a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what's up, Max Diaz? Max said, "What's up, bro? What's going on?" Seems like we only got a few
Oh,
people on the stream today, but it's cool. We got 48 viewers. We're talking about having a dog. You don't necessarily have to have a dog from my bloodline like some of these guys you hear calling in talking about, but the truth is I'm not just somebody who's trying to sell a dog to somebody to get paid. I want to get paid. Oh yeah, I want to get paid. But I'm also trying to sell
yep.
dogs that I would keep. Dogs that you're not gonna call me back saying the dog ain't this or that. If you don't get the success out of the dog, it's because you are not truly into what you're into and trying to understand the dog. It's just not a dog that comes with a button. You hit the button and he start doing what you say do. But what the dog has is drive. If you can present the game to him in an exciting way to start shaping those behaviors, you know? And if you start seeing,
Yeah.
and like you said, if the dog's not a perfect fit, it's not actually that. You just got to find out the things you don't like about him as far as behaviors or the way he respond in character, and you got to try to fix that, and you don't. I try to give people the dogs that don't have too many undesired behaviors, mainly not being, just trying not to be fearful or scared of things, you know, just a little confident running around dogs. So you do better sometimes when you get a dog
Yeah.
that's a puppy under 8 weeks old than getting an older dog, because an older dog gonna be shaped to what I like. Where you may say you want that growling, going crazy, jumping at people. I don't want that. I don't like that. I want to control it. I want mine to snap during training, not snap when we walking. Then I want mine to snap later on when I tell him when we walk in, because it's a process. I just don't want him being crazy, too crazy, and a kid run by. Because now, if you just want your dog where nobody but you and your best friend, like I have some of them, then yeah. But I know that when you got a true killer, if you don't have the time for a true killer, you're gonna have yourself in a lot of trouble, because he got to be with you all the time. He can't just be a dog that you control. Most killers only want owner dogs, but if you don't have nobody else that can control him, or you keeping him inside a house, inside a kennel, those dogs are gonna really hurt somebody. And so you just can't have a badass dog and you got him in the backyard on a chain. Chains are gonna break, swivels are gonna wear out and pop. He's gonna dig under the gate, he's gonna jump the fence if he a bad one. If you got a kennel and it don't have a predator top, or a top that's locked down and the doors with a lock on it, he's gonna hit the cage hard enough one day, it's gonna bounce open. Nothing's guaranteed to keep that dog contained. The only thing can contain him somewhat to say is being in your presence all the time. If you own your own business, do like this guy right here. This guy's commercial trucker. He can possibly take his dog with him everywhere he go and keep him locked in the truck. Come home, let him loose in the house and out in the yard, in his kennel, on his land. But he can't leave the dog tied up on a chain or a tie outside and go driving a truck 24 hours or 48 hours and think he's still gonna be there and not gonna turn around and pop his neck out of collar or chew on the chain or hit the chain so hard till he get loose. That's not realistic. We gotta learn to contain our dogs, a lot better than we do. And that's how you're gonna be able to say, oh, you don't say, oh, I had a chain accident and he died, or he ran away, got hit by a car, or he bit somebody and they had to put him to sleep. We gotta be more responsible. And that's a part of the care being responsible is a part of caring for your dog. You know, and if you love and care for your dog, you want the best for him. And most likely, the time you had to train your dog now today, you won't have that 5 years from now, or a year from now, 3 years from now, or 10 years from now. You know, sometimes that's why they say a good one only comes once in a lifetime. It's not that a good one comes once in a lifetime, because if you know where good ones are being bred at, you can always get one. But is your situation in life still the same that it was 10 years ago? Did you have the same finances, the same kind of time to involve yourself in training and raising a dog like a kid? Like this guy Lamar said, this is my kid. I gotta train him and raise him like my kid. You know? So a good one doesn't just come in a lifetime, but it's just the best part of your life doesn't always happen. These dogs are soulful to us when we're stressed, depressed, and we're down. We're not always gonna be on top in life. You're going to have up and downs. You know why? Because we're going to make decisions. You can have your life on point, but you're going to make decisions to help those you love. And a part of that is giving up your finances, because money is the only thing that depresses people and bring people down. Because money, people say prayer is the answer to all problems. Yeah, prayer works. But without the works behind prayer, which is your physical act, to getting what you need, and what you need most of the time is the finances, people are going to separate you from it, because your love is going to respond if you're caring, if you're compassionate. You know, those are the things that are part of those depressions in your lives. But like Lamar said, the dog is the only thing in the world that no matter what you do to it, it'll always be the same, because people won't. Dogs, they cry for us when we're gone, when they want to be with us. They choose us no matter how cruel we could be, in a sense to say, when people don't. These animals are the everything to some people that, you know, like myself, who are what we call a loner. These guys who have PTSD, that were in the military, out here putting their life on the line. These guys are fighting young teenagers leaving out of high school with a dream to leave out of the situation they're in, or achieve the same merit that their father or grandfather had, because they're a bloodline of soldiers. You know, so these guys leave home young, blind, but willing to serve. But they put their lives on the line. And just like that, a year later, some of them have lost their arms, their eyes. But that doesn't stop them. But the mental state is a part that they can never get back. So physically, they are impaired. Emotionally, they are impaired. And that causes the depressions, the way life used to be, and they don't want to be a part of human interaction. Things they say, things people say to them, make them, you know, they're like a ticking time bomb, because they went out into a world and Uncle Sam said kill. They got to be deprogrammed, reprogrammed. And so they're depressed. They lost their mother and father while they're out there fighting. Some high school girlfriend, their dream girl, ran off with another guy with all that free time. You know, it's truth. People don't want to hear that. It's the truth. You don't know what another man is going through, what his depressions is. None of us do. But the dog does. So today, our segment was dedicated to the dogs that uplift people like me, Lamar, Magnolia, the Chief, Craig Green, Brian Carter, BJ, Bumblebee, and everyone else out here. She said her dogs go with me everywhere. Well, you just like me, BJ. My dogs do the same. I hope that some of you guys out here that heard the show today realize that dogs are more than just some pet in the backyard in the chain or in the house running around that, snatching a few breadcrumbs off my floor. They're our best friends. That's right. They're our best friends. Kudos to Lamar, Miss BJ Bumblebee. Kudos to the Chief. And another kudos to the guy over there at Magnolia that made me depressed yesterday, making this little puppy run up the tree. It's Vanguard K9, the world's greatest puppy and Brenner, Grandmaster, and Lamar Young, the Texas King, with his bad boy. What's your boy name, Lamar?
Deuce.
Zeus. You know we got a Zeus down here.
No, it's Deuce with a D.
Oh.
Yeah, Deuce.
Y'all heard that? Deuce.
Yeah.
Deuce is wild. Vanguard K9. If you love dog training, you love talking about dogs and hearing dog stories, don't forget to share these videos and keep coming back every day because we doing this. Mike Scott here tomorrow or later on tonight. Yeah. Built for War K9. Hey, I feel like I'm Jail Pony Express. Until the next time. Yeah, man, that was a good stream we did today, bro.